Hello everybody. Welcome to episode 3. I am ThëWalrus. Let's get right into it. We got a lot of stuff to do this episode. We're going to be doing 5 quests. We're going to be learning Arcane Missiles, which is sick. And yeah, we're going to be digging level 4 too. So sweet. Let's get on with it. We're going to take this quest from Grundle called Make Hay While the Sun Shines. And we're also going to take this quest from, or both of these quests from Jonah. First quest is all the other stuff, and once you hit level 3, Arcane Rune becomes available. So we're going to take Arcane Rune. This is the Mage quest. If you're a different class, you'll get a different rune. Like you'll get a Consecrated Rune if you're a Pally, or like an Empowered one if you're a Shaman. It'll be all different. Basically, with the Arcane Rune quest, Jonah just gave you an Arcane Rune, and you can just right-click that to read it, and it's basically just the mage trainer asking you to come to her. You can actually see it right down there. So we're gonna do that, and she's gonna teach us Arcane Missiles, which is sweet because this is a big change to the mage class after Cataclysm happened. So we're gonna finish the quest, complete it. She'll offer us the follow-up, filling up the spellbook. We're gonna take that, and oh no, we gotta learn Arcane Missiles from her. Always forget to do that. So that's gonna cost us 57 copper. So basically, the quest just tells us to come out here and practice Arcane Missiles on these target dummies. So Arcane Missiles is a spell that activates. There's a chance that it activates every time you cast an offensive spell. So it's not immediately available at the beginning of combat, but it will be available. There's a 40% chance, I think, of it activating every time you cast an offensive spell. I already said that. And yeah, it costs no mana at all. It's completely free. Therefore, it is fully free damage, and you should cast it whenever it activates. So for these other 2 quests, what we got to do is for all the other stuff, Jonah's asking us to help fill up the larder with boar meat and wolf hides for blankets. So yeah, we're gonna be looking for 3 mobs in particular for this quest. That's the small crag boar, the ragged young wolf, and the ragged timber wolf. I'll give you guys close-ups and shit as I come into contact with them. The other quest that we got right now is Make Hay While the Sun Shines, and Gooch over there at the Anvilmar is he's telling us that the local Troggs have become interested in artifacts of their own that got shaken loose when Cataclysm happened, and he wants me to come in here and obtain these priceless Rockjaw artifacts from the Rockjaw scavengers. So we're gonna do that, and these Rockjaw scavengers are actually notable because they're the second mob in the game that drops that Trogg dagger. I just got too close to it. I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, yeah, they do have a pretty cool ability. There you go. That's the priceless Rockjaw artifact. It should be a 100% drop rate, but yeah, if you let these guys go for a bit, they'll actually they'll throw the quest item that you need right at you. It's pretty jokes. So yeah, you don't even have to kill them, I guess, if you need the quest item, but we're gonna do that for experience anyway. Just interrupted that one. So yeah, it's basically their only ability. It does a little bit of damage, but it's nothing to worry about in these early levels. There we go. Tossed it right to us. What a knob. So yeah, I'm not really used to this Arcane Missiles thing. And I'm baked out of my skull right now, so so I might not be using it properly for any mages out there. Don't hate. Anyway, now all we got to do is kill wolves and boars for this quest. All the other stuff. So the wolves are really only notable because they drop the rabbit's feet. There you go. Speak of the dev, eh? Speak of the dev. And the small crag boars, they got an ability called boar charge, and he'll use it as soon as he gets within range. Basically, what it does is it speeds him up for a bit, and it increases his initial damage. So his very first attack when he comes to you. I should be casting an Arcane Missile here. Nothing really to worry about. In the first 5 levels, maybe it's even in the first 10 levels, Blizzard's made it so that you regain your health and your mana like crazy quickly. And yeah, they've basically just done that so that newer players can, you know, cruise through the first couple levels, because it really gets to be a grind after you've done this a couple times. Even for, like, yeah, vet players, I don't really mind it. There's the Ragged Timber Wolf. These models can be found in plenty of places. If you're a hunter and you're looking for this particular mob model, yeah, they'll be all over the place. So you can get a much higher level one instead of coming to fucking Coldridge Valley. There is the mob for you guys. Get you a close-up of a boar now. Yeah, I definitely find that the drop rate for the boar haunches is way lower than the drop rate for the ragged wolf hides. Oh, look at that, a small blue pouch. That's fucking lucky, man. That's beaut, eh? Beautiful. Basically just grind away on all these guys. We're getting a bunch of drops that we can sell to the vendor. I think you guys will be able to have enough money. If you're not getting as lucky as I am with all these bags, you guys will probably have enough dough by the end of level 5 to purchase your own. And if you don't, well, if you do and you want to like deck yourself out in all the highest level gear and everything, I still recommend just going for the bag instead, because the object is really not to get hit or do melee damage, so screw buying a new weapon or armor. You'll just get better stuff along the way anyway. And with bags, you can just pick up more loot, right, to sell to vendors and therefore make more money. Swing! Leveled up. Cheer to that. Or not. Cheer to that. Shouldn't have smoked a joint before this episode. Okay, come on, one more boar, one more boar. There she is. Spam it with fireball, and as soon as Arcane Missiles becomes available, we're gonna cast that. Because it's completely free. Fucking right. How about a boar haunch, boar? It's kind of weird. Some hills you can fully see through, and some you can't. Like stairs, you can never see through stairs. But sometimes if a hill's in your way, you can definitely see through it. Yeah, you can only cast at enemies if you have line of sight to them. so you can't really cast around corners. And it's actually very good to know too how the mob mechanics work, because it's exactly the same for them. If you were trying to get away from a caster, and you were inside, say you were in a dungeon or an instance, you could take their aggro and then run behind a corner so that they don't have line of sight from you, and then they'll actually chase you right around that corner until they can see you, and then you can just ambush them there and have your whole party waiting. But outside, mobs can, like, very often they cast right through trees or hills or big boulders that they really shouldn't be able to. I haven't run through any of the new levels in Cataclysm yet, so that might have changed, but in my experience that was a big issue that I had with soloing in the game. So we're going to turn this in, and it's t-shirt time. We're going to model for you guys. They're all chest slot items, so I don't even have to take off my robe. Okay, here we go. This is the leather option, the winter jacket. That's for you leather wearers out there. And then for the male wearers, we got the rock jaw breastplate. Snazzy, eh? But for us, we're cloth wearers, so we're going to take the robe. The explorer's robe. Way better looking than what we're wearing right now, in my opinion. So that's an up. It's also going to give us 2 more armor than what we're wearing right now. So there's another bonus. So Grundle over here saying thanks so much for helping out. I got some artifact studying to do, and he gets to staring at the fire. And then we go to Jonah, and we've got some boar haunch and ragged wolf hide for blankets and meat, and we give them over to her. She says thank you very much. She gives us some money to make up for the old cost of the Arcane Missiles that we incurred. And then we turn in filling up the spellbook to Tigli. So we complete that quest. She gives us a bit of experience, but absolutely no dough. Thanks a lot, Tigli. And then we're just gonna grab the last quest from Jonah. It's called Whitebeard Needs Ya, and she tells you about a group of dwarves that are outside of Anvilmar, and they're camped up near the troll caves, and since we've already stocked their larders and shit, they don't really need much help out there, or in there. So she sends us out to help Whitebeard. So we'll go straight to that. Yeah, let's put on our new gear, right? There we go. I'm gonna sell this as soon as we get to Whitebeard's encampment. That's it right over there, people. Here we are, Whitebeard's encampment. And we're introduced to Grelin Whitebeard. So we're gonna turn in our quest, Whitebeard Needs Ya, and he's gonna make us auto-accept this next quest, which we'll get into next episode. Let me just abandon that shit, and yeah, we'll end the episode here at Whitebeard's encampment. Next episode, we're gonna get into the Frostmane Trolls storyline. It'll be sick. We're gonna explore our first dungeon, and we're gonna mop up most of the remaining quests in Coldridge Valley in this week's special 3-episode release. Okay, see you guys next step. Sleep, peace.